The camera was motion activated. It turned on at 3:07 in the morning. There was nobody in the house. Whatever triggered it was never found.
Ring cameras were supposed to make us feel safer. For the people in tonight's 5 stories, they did the opposite. What these cameras recorded has never been fully explained. Some of these submissions were sent to the police. Some were investigated. None of them were ever resolved. These accounts were submitted directly to Cold Midnights by the people who live them. Names and locations have been changed to protect their privacy. This is what they captured. This first account comes from a woman named T. She lives alone in a single-story house on a quiet residential street. She installed her Ring camera after a neighbor's car was broken into. She told me she checked the footage the next morning purely out of habit. She told me she wishes she never had. I check my Ring app every morning with my coffee. Most days it is just the postman, a cat from next door, maybe a delivery. Nothing that makes your heart stop. The notification from that night came in at 3:22 a.m. Motion detected. Front door. I opened the clip. There was a man standing at the end of my driveway. Just standing there, completely still, facing the house. He was wearing dark clothing, no hood, no hat, just standing with his arms at his sides, staring directly at my front door. I checked the timestamp. He had been standing there since 2:58 a.m., 24 minutes. He stood at the end of my driveway for 24 minutes without moving. The camera had not detected him because he was just outside the motion sensor range. He knew exactly where to stand. At 3:23 a.m., 1 minute after the camera finally caught him, he turned around and walked away, slowly, like someone who had all the time in the world. I called the police. They found nothing. No footprints. The ground was dry. No witnesses. Nothing. But what kept me awake for weeks was not what he did. It was what he was looking at. My bedroom window faces the front of the house. The curtains were open that night. He was not looking at my front door. He was looking directly at my bedroom window the entire time. He just knew the camera could not see his face from that angle.
The second account was submitted by a man named Jay. He had a Ring camera installed inside his home, pointing at his front door from the inside. His wife had asked for it after a package was stolen from their porch. What it recorded 3 weeks after installation had nothing to do with stolen packages. We went to bed at around 11. I always check the doors before bed. Front, back, garage. Every night, same routine. Everything was locked. The camera sent a motion alert to both our phones at 3:04 a.m. We were asleep. We did not see it until morning. I opened the clip while my wife was still in bed. The footage shows our front door, closed, locked, deadbolt on at 3:04 a.m. Then the deadbolt turns, by itself, slowly, like someone turning it from the other side with a key. The door opens 6 inches, stops, stays open for 11 seconds, then slowly closes again. The deadbolt turns back. Nobody comes in. Nobody is visible outside. The porch light, which is also motion activated, never turns on. I had a locksmith come that same day. He examined the lock for 40 minutes. He told me there was no fault, no malfunction, no way that deadbolt could turn on its own. He asked me if anyone else had a key. Nobody else had a key. We changed the locks that afternoon. We have a different lock brand now, a different door. The new camera has never sent a 3 a.m. alert, but I still check it every morning before my wife wakes up, just to make sure. This next account was submitted by a man named R. What makes this one different from the others tonight is not what the camera captured once. It is what the camera captured every single night for 3 weeks at exactly the same time. It started on a Tuesday. My Ring camera covers my front yard and the pavement outside. I only checked it because I heard a noise outside around 3 a.m. and could not get back to sleep. A woman was standing outside my house. She was standing on the pavement directly in front of my gate, just standing there looking at the house. She was wearing a light-colored dress, no coat, even though it was February, no bag, no phone. She stood there for exactly 7 minutes. Then she walked away toward the end of the street and the camera lost her. I assumed it was a neighbor, someone who could not sleep. I forgot about it. A week later, my app showed another 3 a.m. alert. I almost ignored it. Same woman, same spot, same light-colored dress, same 7 minutes. I went back through my footage. She had been there every single night for 9 days, always between 3 a.m. and 3:10 a.m. Always the same position, always exactly 7 minutes, always the same dress. I asked every neighbor on my street. Nobody knew her. Nobody had ever seen her during the day. Nobody could explain why she always stopped at exactly my house. On the 22nd night, I was awake when the alert came. I went to the window and looked out. She was there, standing at my gate, in the dark, in the cold, in that same dress. I turned on my porch light. She looked up at the window, directly at me. For a long moment, she just stood there, looking at me, looking at her. Then she turned and walked away. She never came back after that night. I still do not know who she was. I still do not know why she came. I still do not know what she was waiting for. I only know that whatever it was, seeing me that night ended it.
The fourth account tonight is the shortest, but it is the one that has had the most responses when I have shared it privately. Every person who hears it says the same thing. It is the detail at the end they cannot stop thinking about. My Ring camera covers my backyard. We have it pointed at the back gate because we had a problem with someone cutting through the garden at night. The alert came at 3:17 a.m. on a Wednesday. The footage shows the backyard, empty, quiet, the gate closed. The motion that triggered it was in the far left corner of the frame, near the fence. Something was crouched in the corner of my garden. I could not tell what it was. The night vision made it look pale. It was low to the ground, too low to be a person standing, too large to be an animal. It was completely still, just crouched in the corner facing the house. It stayed in that position for 4 minutes without moving at all. Then it stood up, and it was a person. Tall, thin. They stood up slowly and turned toward the camera. Then they crouched back down again, like they realized the camera could see them standing, but believed it could not see them crouching. They stayed crouched and moved, slowly, staying low, toward the back gate, opened it, and left. I called the police. They found nothing, but the officer who took my statement asked me one question I was not prepared for. He asked me what time I had gone to bed that night. I told him around 11. He showed me the footage timestamp again, 3:17 a.m. He asked me if I was aware that my back door, the one that leads directly from the kitchen to the garden, was unlocked. I was not aware. I had not checked it before bed that night. Whatever was crouched in my garden for 4 minutes at 3 a.m. had been close enough to my unlocked back door to reach it in 3 steps. It chose not to.
The last account tonight was submitted anonymously. The person who sent it asked me not to share any identifying details. They told me they have only watched the footage once. They told me they will never watch it again. My father passed away in March. I went back to his house to sort through his belongings. He lived alone, had done for years. He was found by a neighbor. He had passed quietly in his sleep. Natural causes. No concerns. While I was going through his things, I found his old tablet. He had a Ring camera installed at his front door. I had set it up for him 2 years earlier so I could check in remotely. I had forgotten it was there. I opened the app out of habit, and I saw the motion history. In the 6 weeks before he passed, his camera had recorded motion alerts every single night, between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. Every night. I thought it was foxes. I opened the first clip. A figure was standing at his front gate, completely still, facing the door. I opened the second night. Same figure, same position. Third night, same. I went through every clip for 6 weeks, the same figure, every single night, standing at my father's gate between 2 and 4 a.m., never moving, never leaving, just standing there, facing the house. I told myself it was a neighbor, someone who walked the same route every night. I told myself there was an explanation. Then I checked the final recording. The night my father passed, the camera recorded motion at 3:09 a.m. The figure was there, same position, same stillness. But this time, the front door opened. My father opened his own front door
at 3:09 in the morning. He stood in the doorway in his dressing gown. He looked at the figure at the gate for a long moment. Then he nodded, stepped back inside, closed the door. He was found the following morning. He had passed some time in the night, peacefully, in his sleep. The figure at the gate was never there again after that night. Not once. I do not know what my father saw when he opened that door. I do not know what he nodded at. But I think whatever had been standing at his gate every night for 6 weeks had finally come to collect him. And I think he knew it was coming.